many models of reading that help us understand the skills required to become an efficient reader. These models are tested by researchers and help shape our beliefs of how best to teach reading. It is important we understand various models so we can make instructional decisions based on research evidence rather than long-held beliefs. Although it is important to understand a variety of models, this webcast will focus on Scarborough's reading rope, developed by Dr. Hollis Scarborough. According to the Right to Read report, Scarborough's rope model is a science-based framework that breaks down the two major components in the simple view of reading, explaining how word reading skills and oral language comprehension each contribute to reading comprehension. Dr. Hollis Scarborough, a psychologist, literacy expert, and leading researcher in reading acquisition, compared skilled reading to the strands of a rope, with each strand representing a separate skill. The strands are woven together as readers become more skilled. If there is a weakness in any strand or skill, the rope will be weaker. The two major strands are word recognition and language comprehension. The word recognition strand within Scarborough's reading rope encompasses the essential skills required to recognize and decode individual words during the process of reading. This strand involves several interconnected components. Phonological awareness is the ability to identify and manipulate individual speech sounds, or phonemes, in spoken language. Decoding entails converting written letters into their corresponding spoken sounds. Students need explicit instruction in alphabetic knowledge, phonics, blending, fluency, morphology, and spelling rules to become fluent decoders. Sight recognition occurs when students are able to quickly identify familiar words, high-frequency and irregular words, without needing to decode them each time. Together, these components form a strong foundation for proficient word recognition, allowing readers to navigate texts with ease and accuracy. We know that reading is not just about decoding the words on the page. This is why the language comprehension strands are a crucial component of the reading rope. Language comprehension consists of background and vocabulary knowledge, language structures, verbal reasoning, and literacy knowledge. A reader's background knowledge and vocabulary knowledge allows them to make connections between topics and words they already know and new concepts. When students have opportunities to expand their background knowledge and learn new words, they will be able to understand what they are reading at a greater level. Understanding language structures like grammar rules, prefixes, suffixes, and sentence structures allow readers to comprehend words and meaning within sentences. Verbal reasoning involves skills like drawing conclusions, making inferences, understanding idioms, metaphors, and figurative language. Literacy knowledge is the understanding of print concepts, like reading left to right, the difference between a letter, word, and sentence, knowing about spaces between words, where the title is, and so on. Knowing about different genres also helps with understanding texts. For example, knowing a narrative usually has characters that work through a problem and solution helps students to look for the problem and think about how it was solved. Educators often use the reading rope as a guide to design effective reading instruction that addresses each component of reading. It emphasizes that reading is not just about decoding words, but also understanding the content and meaning of the text. By addressing all aspects of the reading rope, educators can help students become more skilled and confident readers. Now, let's see how Scarborough's reading rope relates to the Ontario curriculum. We can see at a quick glance, word recognition falls under Strand B, the foundations of language, and language comprehension falls under Strand C, comprehension, understanding, and responding to texts. We know that we can find many areas of the reading rope in Strand A and D as well. For example, learning about transferable skills and digital literacy will help with language comprehension, as well as exploring diverse voices and themes to build background knowledge. Learning about the craft of writing will only improve success as a reader, because we know how important the reading-writing connection is as a learner. There are many resources to help see the connections between Scarborough's reading rope and the Ontario curriculum. These resources are very helpful when planning and delivering your literacy program. For example, the curriculum provides a language foundations continuum for reading and writing for grades 1 to 4. These continuums support the skills required for word recognition in Scarborough's reading rope. There are also printable PDFs of the overall and specific expectations across the elementary grades. When you look at the overall expectations within the strands, You're able to see the specific expectations in more details, along with the transferable skills that relate to that overall expectation. In this example, for comprehension, we can see that critical thinking and literacy has the transferable skills of critical thinking and problem solving, global citizenship, and sustainability and communication. All skills that relate to the communication strand in Scarborough's Reading Rope. So remember, educators can use models like Scarborough's Reading Rope to guide and design effective reading instruction. It is important to address all components of reading to ensure our students become skilled and confident readers.